Hello, this is Break the Twitch. My name is Anthony, and in this video, I'm going to be making fun of myself from 1 year ago while giving you some helpful updates and some updates about progress and things that I've done in the year since then. I'm gonna do a reaction to the second video, the one on specifically workout habits. If you want me to do reaction videos to the other two in the series, I'd be more than happy to, but please leave a comment on this video to tell me you want me to do it. Otherwise, I will not do it. So one big thing is I want to be very clear about who I am and what this is. I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not a fitness YouTuber. I'm just a guy. When I started this 2 years ago, I was 32 years old and I had not been working out or taking very good care of myself. And I knew I needed to change, especially because I run a channel about building better habits, and that's what I was exploring through the channel. I figure I should probably be some living proof of what I'm talking about here, right? So that's exactly what this is. I've seen some great progress in the year since I've uploaded the video I'm about to react to here, and I will share that with you too in just a moment as we get into the video. But for now, let's just dig in. Let's start the video and see where it takes us. Hello, welcome back to Break the Twitch. My name is Anthony, and this is the second video in the three-part series I'm doing right now about healthy habits. First note, in this video, I had gotten down over the course of the year from about 233 pounds on my 6'2" frame down to, I think, 215. I saw in one of the comments that I left on this video. Now I am at 195 pounds. I'll do some shots that you can check out in a second here just so you can see more about what I look like. Again, not a fitness YouTuber here, just a pretty average guy that in his 30s is learning how to get better at this stuff and sharing the progress and learnings along the way. Let's keep going. So this video is all about the working out and exercise side of everything I learned in the last year or so of doing this consistently. Before we get started, I want to make it very clear that everything I'm sharing is from anecdotal experience. And it still is anecdotal. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm gonna just skip the disclaimer. The first general thing I've learned is that working out does not always have to be about losing weight. There are a ton of different ways that you can have goals around exercise. Next up, I found that frequency works much better for me than intensity. All right, this is still very true for me. One, the last 6 months of the year, this year, I was focused on tapering calories, really modifying my diet in ways that allowed me to slowly lose weight and trim fat. So like I said, in this video, I was 215 pounds. I've lost 20 pounds in the time since then in the year. Most of that happened in the last 6 months just because I was really dialing in my diet and figuring that stuff out. The fact is that is absolutely true and that works. You can't just work out really hard one day a week. Maybe you can build some good muscle that way, just going really hard at it one day a week. But when it comes to just cardiovascular health and all this other stuff, you gotta just keep showing up regularly, and it's better to show up a little bit each day than it is to just try to blow it out one day a week. And that obviously, I'm proof of that now. I mean, that's the real deal. I know we're just getting started with the video, but I want to jump in because there's something I think you'll want to know about. I've been making changes like this one for the last 5 years of my life in every different area, around habits with technology, social media, healthy habits, different things like that. If you're someone who, like me, has struggled to implement consistent habits earlier in your life, trust me, there is hope. I've been helping hundreds of people do exactly this through my work with the Break the Twitch member community. We have accountability, we have tools and resources and more, plus an amazing group of people who are all making substantial changes in their lives. So it's really up to you to take the first step. And you can do that at breakthetwitch.com/community. We'll see you there. You're going to have higher repetitions if you do 30 minutes 5 days a week. You'll burn more calories overall, and you'll be way better off with the higher frequency. In fact, one of my recent podcast guests, Thompson Adarin Comey, had something very similar to say as well.
Say you rep 10 times and you stop, you don't even break a sweat, your heart rate doesn't get elevated. We do that every day. You got 70 reps in per week. Compare that to the guy that can only work out 1 day a week, upper body or lower body.
The guy or a gal.
He reps, 20 or 30 or whatever. You have like 40 more reps on that guy.
It's right there. The proof is in the pudding. Showing up more consistently allows you to get in more reps, and that's what creates results. Okay, the third general principle that I learned is that immediate results don't matter at all.
Facts.
What matters most is establishing the habit of incorporating these healthy things into your life. There were 3 months at the end of 2019 where I weighed the exact same weight. I was weighing all of my food. I still do. I was, eating super clean, green beans, quinoa, brown rice, proteins, chicken, stuff like that, eating super clean. And I stayed at 200 pounds for 3 months straight while I was working out 5 days a week, lifting, doing cardio. So you can't necessarily, let that be your only result, right? You can know that, well, I'm probably building muscle and probably slowly leaning out during that time. Whatever it is, right? You're getting stronger. There's gonna be things happening, but day to day, you don't really know what the result's gonna be. You have to just really trust the process and really just stay in that lane and just keep going along the way. Even if the scale goes up one day or it goes down, it's really all about the long-term thing. So eating a little bit better each day and moving a little bit more each day. The body works in mysterious ways, and sometimes when you start a new diet program or something, you might build some more muscle initially, or your body might adjust in ways that you don't expect. Especially when you're starting out. I saw this true. Not so much anymore because everything's pretty dialed in where I just about know what's gonna happen as I go. But when you're first starting out, absolutely, it goes up, down, depending on salt you eat or water, hydration, whatever. Yeah. Get to the program and make it really more about showing up and making these long-term changes. One of the things that became very apparent for me in the last year was that working out is not just a physical benefit. It is a major mental clarity, mental health benefit as well. I am at the point right now where 2 years in, I start getting daily anxiety around 5 or 6 p.m. from sitting and working all day. And if I don't get up and go to the gym, I look forward to it now. If I don't get up and go to the gym and work out just about every day, that tension doesn't go away. And so it's like this mental clarity, just recharge thing, and I love it. Never in a million years, looking back at this guy right here 1 year ago, never would I fully believe that would be the case. And this is me at 34, never thought this would happen. Anytime I'd be feeling down or frustrated, I would go and work out at the gym and I'd feel so much better. This is super consistent where my energy level goes back up after working out. It didn't happen right away, where my body needed to adjust to that extra level of exercise and really get into the rhythm of it. But after a month or two, I noticed that my energy would increase after working out and give me... Also, not sure if you caught that dance scene in there, but there's gonna be more of that in a minute. And yes, I am kind of silly. I'm a little bit goofy of a guy with this stuff sometimes. And I feel like that's just who I am. And with this stuff, with habits, it can get so serious. You gotta have some fun with it, right? And finally, for the general things, sleep. Sleep is one of those things that I've never really valued, but man, has it made a huge difference since I... Terrible B-roll. I've started lifting more heavily and working out a little more aggressively. Sleep is just so essential, and it needs to be prioritized whether you're working out or not. Go to bed, people. Go to sleep. If you have kids, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're just not gonna get as much sleep, but man, if you can, just go to bed. Put down your phone, close your eyes, just go to bed. Working out at a gym versus working out anywhere else. I personally find that there's a lot of benefit to going to a gym. Oh boy. It helps me create some mental separation so that when I walk in the door of the gym, I know what I'm there to do. Still the case. I know that I'm there to work out, and once I make it in the door, it's good to go. I'm ready to work out and ready to go. Plus, my habit is not a workout habit, it's a going to the gym habit. So that means that my habit is showing up at the gym. Once I'm there, cool, whatever. But the habit I built and the habit I focus on is Anthony walks in the door of the gym like 5-6 days a week. Beyond there, the rest is just whatever happens, happens. But that absolutely does not mean that you need to go to a gym to add movement into your day. Diet is a major part of the health journey, but when it comes to building muscle, adding movement to your day, it can be done just about anywhere at any time. Weight loss and weight gain is like 90% diet. Like I said, I was eating super clean, locked in the diet. I stayed the exact same weight working out very hard for 3 months. As soon as I cut some carbs a little bit, so just knocked out some calories from each meal, I just immediately just started slowly and steadily dropping weight. So didn't change the workouts at all, just changed the diet. Hey. 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 Don't hit him with it. Oh. Uh-oh. Put that soy sauce back. What are you doing? Squats in the grocery. Hit him with the squat. This is funny. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing those same jeans right now, and they are far too big for me. And they're looking pretty tight in this video here, in this dance sequence. Little bits of movement into your day, you'll see compounding results over a long period of time. So give that a shot. It's true. If you're not moving nearly enough right now and you just need to get your steps in, you want to move your body, just get some of that. It does add up, and you really do slowly and steadily build up the strength in different areas, but it's just not probably overwhelming in terms of the results of that over time. It would be slow and steady, just like anything good. Also, that music is a jam, and it is from MusicBed, which I have a link to in the description. It's music for YouTubers. It's just a subscription, and you can just get unlimited music for your YouTube videos if you happen to be into that. So if you're making YouTube videos, check out MusicBed. For your very first time, here's some ideas of what you can do to start out. When you first walk into the gym, it's really important to remember that you don't need to know how to do everything right away. Keep it really, really simple when you're first starting out. It's like learning any new subject. You don't yet know what you don't know. All right, so that is good advice. Keep it really simple. I'm thinking that with this section of the video, there's gonna be probably some decent advice here still, but I am 100% backing out of giving workout advice. Like I said, I am not a trained professional in this, and I'm speaking anecdotally, and I don't really think it's my lane to be talking about whether you do bicep curls or squats or things like that. So with that being said, I am sort of wheeling back on this part of the video specifically. All of these things worked really well for me, but if you are just starting out, probably talk to a trainer or someone that can help you with some integrated exercises, things like that. Don't go too hard your first time, and you'll be fine to come back to the gym the next day or 2 days later to go at it again. And that's what matters most. Don't overdo it. Make it fun, keep it light, enjoy the process. Just do enough so that you can come back. If you keep it that simple, keep it light, you're gonna just do so much better overall. Start out by going over to the treadmill and just doing some moderate pace walking for 5 to 10 minutes. Just 3.5 miles per hour, and just keep a decent pace as you warm up. Once you're done with that, head over and do some air squats. You can do a set of 5 of them and do a couple of those sets. Find ways to go to a machine or do other things if these particular things aren't comfortable for you or you're not loving how it's making you feel. Keep it really simple and light, but if you want, you can also grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell and hold it in a position like this. It's called a goblet squat. Good. It'll just add a little bit of weight and give you something to balance yourself against. You might find it helpful depending on your strength level to add that to help keep you balanced. Next up, grab some really light dumbbells. They can be 5 or 10 pounds, but keep it light and do some overhead presses. This is just or literally just like, you know, stretch your arms up in the air. You don't need weights. These are just general movements. That's cool. Good. That's pretty good advice, Anthony.
Starting at your shoulder and pushing up over your head. You can easily do 5 sets of 5 with this, or 3 sets of 5, but just keep it light and easy and start getting your body used to going through those movements. Now use those same dumbbells to do some bicep curls. Again, go for 3 or 5 sets of 5 reps each. It's always better to start lighter and be able to do it really easily rather than get stuck under a huge amount of weight you're not ready to lift.
Basically a decade ago, when I was really intensely working out, bench pressing, lifting, stuff like that, I never got super high, but I think I was benching like 185 at around the weight I was at right now. And I was doing everything really intensely. I was just going way overboard, which is why I burned out and haven't been in such good shape since, until right now, literally 10 years later. So I was benching, I didn't have a spotter. The weight came down on me and I couldn't get it back off. And that just, not only did it hurt my chest, but it was a crushing defeat because I had to roll that thing off of me, and you're in the gym and it's just not fun to have that experience. Work out with someone else if you're going to be lifting heavier than usual. Just go lighter. That's a big thing with the squat, stuff like that. I think it's coming up here. I was squatting 275 pounds, 5 by 5, so 5 sets of 5. I have brought that way down to prevent, you know, back issues and injuries. I'm doing like 185 now and just sitting right there, just keeping the reps up and doing a lot more like jogging and stuff like that. So that's one thing that's changed.
Just doing some light stretching. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just keep it light and easy just to
I still can't touch my toes, so I should probably work on that.
You will have plenty of opportunity to scale up the weight as you get more experience with the different exercises. All right, and finally, here we are in the last section, and that is the strength building program that I've been doing for the last 7 or 8 months or so. This was pretty crazy for me because I had never done a weighted squat until I was 32
That's
years
225
old,
right
just
there.
this last year, but it has totally changed my life. I've gotten so much stronger.
That is true. Compound movements, I still do all of these compound movements. Overhead press, I think I go through the list here in a minute. These are great lifts. I just really think it's important to not overdo them unless you're really, really getting good training. You have someone who's spotting you and giving you really, really good form feedback. You don't want to go high in weight. You know, I've had some kind of upper mid back problems because of heavy squats that probably my muscles were ready for, but my like ligaments and tendons and things were not quite ready for. Those take much longer to build, and I'm a taller guy too, so it's kind of like a long compressed movement. Squats are great. I love them, but I just keep the weight lower now. It feels much better.
Since I started doing this, that it is incomprehensible to me. So what I recommend is a program called Strong Lifts. This is something that I've been doing and just really loving. And so I'm no longer just going to the gym to try to cut, to lose weight. Instead, I've been going to see progress in strength and muscle building, which is totally new for me and something I've really enjoyed.
I will return to that phase again once I hit my body fat percentage goal where I'm trying to get to right now. And I will then focus on recomping or maybe even bulking a little bit to add some muscle to my arms, shoulders, stuff like that, legs, you know. It'll be interesting when that time comes. I don't know when it'll be, but for now, I'm finishing the leaning out process from this period of time when I didn't really care too much about that.
There's a ton of information at stronglifts.com that breaks down the exercises, why it matters, why it works, how to do proper form on all of the lifts, and more. So I'm going to leave all of that to the professionals. But what I'll tell you now is that Strong Lifts is made up of 5 different core exercises: the squat,
bam,
the deadlift,
cha-tam, that's Amy,
the overhead press,
that's me,
the bench press,
bench,
and the barbell row. These 5 exercises are all considered compound lifts. That means that each one is working multiple muscle groups all at once.
Very efficient, mind-muscle connection. You're moving your body, and it's not just like isolating a single, like personal trainer, like lifting each finger.
I've really enjoyed the program, and from when I started with a squat of about 100 pounds or so,
legit 100 pounds. I just had a terrible squat.
I'm currently up to 275 for my 5x5 reps. That's a huge increase for me, and honestly one that was completely incomprehensible. This is not a paid endorsement. This is purely something that I was introduced to myself and found to be very effective, and I highly recommend to anyone that is even remotely interested. So that's why I wanted to share this information with you, and I would love to take any questions you have in the comment section of this video. I will answer them directly or put the answers in a future video as well. Next up, the third part of the series is going to be all about diet and everything I've learned about how my carb-sensitive body responds to the types of things I've been eating.
Speaking of carb-sensitive, I once walked by a bakery, smelled freshly baked bread, and gained 3 pounds instantly. It happened. So to cap this relatively long video, I just want to say thank you for watching, one, and two, I want to be extensively clear with this. I have been very, very average to, I would say, sub-average when it comes to maintaining consistency, maintaining habits in my life. Part of it is why I started Break the Twitch, because I needed to bring my own inability to figure out the habit thing into focus. I wanted to work on it every day. I wanted to get better, and I wanted to share what I learned so that hopefully other people, maybe you, could have a little bit less pain in their lives from this process than I felt through it. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I am going to continue on my mission of continually getting better, not over 21 days, not over 30 days, not because I've been masterfully working out for 10 years, but because this is just how it works. And that if I can do it, you can do it. And I truly, truly believe that. So hang out with me. Let's break the Twitch together. We can own our attention and just build habits that stick, that are slow and steady, and the things that we'll continue to do 10 years from now, not just a couple weeks from now. Thanks again for your time and attention. I'll see you soon.